4 years ago, I made the decision to follow Jesus. My name is Kitani Xiaomi, and here's why I'm a Christian. If you're new to the channel, I make videos vlogging my life as a Christian in college, as well as Bible devotional videos. So if you're interested in that content, check out my channel for videos like that. But I want to get straight into this video about why I'm a Christian. I was born and raised in a Christian home in Peoria, Illinois, a very small town in Illinois. Both of my parents were Christian. I went to church every Sunday. I went to Sunday school growing up. I went to youth group, all of the churchy Christian things I grew up doing. But I never had a personal relationship with Jesus until my junior year of high school. I played basketball in high school, so I was always in the gym, either working out or practicing my skills. And the summer between my sophomore and junior year of high school, I trained with my teammate's dad, who was also a Christian. And he discipled me in the Bible and what it means to genuinely live as a Christian. And that was the first time I had ever seen how you can apply the Bible and Christian values to your life in high school. I always thought that I would take my faith serious when I got older or when I grew up. So again, I knew all the church right answers, all the Sunday school answers. I knew all the things I shouldn't be doing, and I mainly only didn't do them because I didn't want to get in trouble with my parents. But I didn't do it out of a love for Jesus. And it was that summer, while my friend's dad was training me for basketball, that he also trained me in the Bible and godly wisdom and how to fear God and live for God. During that junior season, I remember this so vividly because I believe this moment that happened that junior season, that moment with my coach, is what completely changed my life forever. During practice one day, me and the friend's dad that actually trained me that summer, me and my teammate were just shooting around, and coach always says, my coach was also Christian, he would always say, you can't listen to the devil's anthems and expect the Lord's blessings. Meaning, you can't listen to secular music before a game and then pray and ask the Lord to bless your game. And, you know, me and my teammates, we would always just laugh at him and call him an old head. But little did I know he was honestly speaking very valuable wisdom to me that I just wasn't wise enough to understand. Anyways, in practice that day, he makes another one of those remarks to me and my teammate. And me and my teammate, again, we're just shrugging it off like, we've heard you before, coach. Like, we get it. You love Jesus, whatever. And he says, no, seriously, guys, I really think that music has a chokehold on your generation. I think you guys are addicted to this stuff. And he gave us a challenge. Now, most of the time, if someone challenges me on something that I'm stubborn about, I will likely just laugh at them and probably ignore them. But for one, he was my coach and I wanted playing time, so I couldn't ignore him. And for two, I believe my pride got in the way. When he gave me this challenge, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I just beat coach in this challenge, he'll finally shut up about this music thing and he'll leave us alone. Coach challenged me to go 2 weeks without secular music. 2 weeks. Coach said, if you go 2 weeks without secular music, you don't notice a change in your life. You don't notice any sort of changes. You only listen to Christian music for 2 weeks. And if you don't notice any changes, you can go back to your music. And especially when he said 2 weeks, I was like, that's gotta be easy. 2 weeks, I can go 2 weeks without anything. So my junior in high school self took coach on that challenge, and so did my teammate. So we both said we were only gonna listen to Christian music for 2 weeks. I'll save y'all the long story, but it was the hardest 2 weeks of my life. I had no idea the effect that secular music had on my life at the time. I was a huge fan of rap and R&B, so I knew all of the famous secular rap artists. I had albums memorized. Like, I had every song in the album memorized for a lot of my favorite rappers. I knew every lyric in every one of those songs. I was huge into music, and going 2 weeks without it, I had to find Christian rap, which at the time was not nearly as good as Christian rap is now, but I had to find Christian rap artists that I thought I had started listening to worship music because I didn't know what else to listen to that was Christian. I'm pretty sure there was no Christian R&B at the time. There is now, but it was a struggle. It was genuinely a struggle. But the thing that got me, and I remember vividly being in school when this happened, I believe it was maybe a weekish into the challenge, a week and a couple days. I remember walking through the halls and I was talking with one of my friends, and because I was such a music junkie, I was always ready for whatever latest album was coming out. I was always the first one to listen to an album when it dropped, whether it was Drake's album or NBA YoungBoy's album. I always listened to it first, and I was always the first one to put my friends on to the best songs that I think are going to blow up from the album. And I remember talking to my friend one day just in the hallways, and I always had lyrics replaying in my head. Like, I would always just randomly sing lyrics to myself, sing my favorite rap lines. And I remember at that moment, I had worship lyrics going through my head. Lyrics praising God going through my head. Lyrics I could say out loud in front of a teacher. Lyrics I could say out loud in front of my parents and not feel ashamed or get in trouble. And it was this surreal moment to me. I believe the Lord met me in this moment to where he showed me the power of what you listen to and how it truly affects your mind, and how everything that you hear and speak, it all affects your heart. I believe the Lord was showing me the power of what I was doing. And that moment I realized I need to get rid of my secular music, because in a second I had flashbacks of how I would constantly have curse words, and not beyond curse words. The words in these secular rap songs are just devaluing to yourself, devaluing to women. They are promoting greed, gluttony. They're not good for you. You don't have to be a Christian to realize that these lyrics that these secular artists are saying are not helpful to you at all. They're not helpful to you. Not even from a goody two-shoes perspective, not even from a Christian perspective. The things that these rappers are saying are devaluing to you whether you're a Christian or not. They're devaluing to women. They are promoting self-gluttony. They're promoting greed. They're promoting selfishness. They're promoting violence to others. Like, I wasn't even aware of these things until I put it away for 2 weeks. And I really believe the Lord met me in that moment. And the Lord showed me the power of what I listened to. And I believe that music was the last thing keeping me from surrendering my everything to Jesus, which is why I say I started following Jesus as a junior in high school when I finally gave up my secular music. Again, coach had been telling me this for years. I'd been with that coach since I was a freshman in high school. He said the same lines, the same quotes, and they never meant anything to me until I took action. Until he gave me and my teammate that challenge. And I am forever grateful to my coach, because I truly believe that challenge he gave me changed my life forever. So that was why I first started following Jesus. Now I want to share with you guys why I still follow Jesus as a sophomore in college. My personal relationship with Jesus is the most precious thing in my life. And I believe that when anyone experiences Jesus in his presence, you immediately realize the power of having a relationship with God. I believe that God desires a relationship with everyone, and I believe that I couldn't earn it. Before I put my faith in Jesus, I was constantly chasing things to satisfy me. I was constantly chasing things to make me feel good. The only things I was chasing were things of this world that I feel like I could earn. I feel like I could attain if I worked hard enough, if I was good enough. And I tried. I tried as best as any high schooler could. And I believe it's by the Lord's mercy that he allowed me to realize at such a young age as a high schooler that I can't fulfill myself. That I was created by a creator in his image. I was created to be a part of something greater than me. I was created to worship something greater than me. And I believe because of sin, every human falls into the trap of wanting to worship themselves and wanting to be worshiped themselves. But once you, and I truly believe that it was the Lord that really touched my heart and opened my heart to realizing that I was created to worship. I need to worship something bigger than myself. I was created to worship. I was created with a burning desire in my heart to worship something. And I kept worshiping fame in high school, which every high schooler wants to be famous. Come on. I was chasing it through basketball. I was chasing it through girls. I was chasing wanting to be liked by everyone. I was chasing success through good grades and through approval from my parents for doing all the right things. And even when I was successful in those things, it didn't really satisfy me. There was always more. But then when I tried that Jesus thing, it's the only thing that has ever and will ever fully satisfy me. And the thing I love about Jesus, I love my relationship with Jesus. I spend time with Jesus every day, which that was a slow progression from when I got saved until now. But I truly love the fact that the God who created everything wants a relationship wants to know me. And I don't have to earn it. Like, God loved me before I was a junior in high school, before I ever sought after God, while I was listening to secular music, while I was chasing girls, chasing fame, chasing validation. God loved me. God loved me when I was as far away from him as possible. And that's really the beauty of Christianity and why I'm a Christian, because God loves me and wants a relationship with me, and I don't have to do anything to earn it. I couldn't. Like, sin keeps me away from God, but because of Jesus, because of my relationship with Jesus, I'm able to have a relationship with God. It's so genuinely so beautiful. And so that's why I'm a Christian. I really don't have much else to say. If you have any questions for me, just go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about my faith, you can click on this playlist below to see more videos about me going through the Bible. If you want to just learn more about my life as a Christian in college, check out my More Vlogs playlist. It'll be in the description. But I vlog my life as a Christian in college and show how I live for Jesus in college, in a big secular university. So make sure to check out my channel below if you are interested in that type of content. Thank you so much for watching. God loves you. Stay blessed.